Hello. Welcome, everyone. It is that time of the week. That's right, it is Thursday, the usual Thursday fishing stream. Everyone knows the classic Thursday stream. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pop out the chat right there, and then you gotta switch the window. Some people forget to do this. You gotta switch the window to this. And then once you have this, you gotta resize, this thing right there. And then, gotta put this over there, gotta resize the thing, gotta put that over there. Okay, that's good. And close layout, hold on. And then you gotta disable input. Gotta make sure that you can't interact with this window or else I'll accidentally ban someone. Block input, yes, please. That's good. Anyway, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Ranmu, Resetter, Alexei, Slime Molder, Cole, Namington, Ranmu. It's good times. Ranmu, that emote that you use. Harumi Dog. I saw someone use an emote on the work Slack that was I think it is what this emote was based on. There's a dog, like an actual real life dog that is doing this. I saw someone use that on Slack and I was like, what the frick? I've seen that except as a VTuber, but it's a real dog. So that's where it came from. Anyway, that's cool though. Cool to see references to things and not know that it's a reference to an existing thing. Anyway, yes, we are in fact streaming this game on Thursday, and I don't normally stream on Thursday. You're like, what the frick, Wolfie's streaming on Thursday and it's fishing? That's weird, he never streams on Thursday. Not since the incident, where the incident is having to return to office. Welcome, Sir Ryu. But yeah, I'm streaming on Thursday and it is fishing, primarily because, I normally do fishing on Wednesday, but then, we had Wednesday off as a holiday. It was Juneteenth in the US, so I did not have to work yesterday. And I was like, well, if I'm gonna be not, going to the office or working, I'm gonna stream early, but I'm not gonna do, 5 hours of VR fishing on Wednesday. That's just too much. And I can't just, split up the game so it's, fishing and something else, because when I stream VR fishing, I'm streaming directly from the PC. So, I can't really switch games. I'd have to, close VR fishing and then, restart the stream on a different computer or whatever. It's kind of weird. But anyway. So I played Elden Ring yesterday, and then today I'm it's Thursday. I don't have to go to the office today, because as I've explained, probably someone's gonna ask. Someone's gonna come in and it's like, what the, Wolfie streaming on Thursday? I'm going to explain all this again. I probably should have waited to explain this because, people will show up and then they'll be like, what's going on, Wolfie stream on Thursday? I'll explain it right now. Thursday, we don't have to go to the office on one of the days this week because the way that the office, return to office thing works is that we have to go to the office twice a week. Typically, it has to be on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, two of those 3 days. But then apparently if a US holiday falls on one of those days, then that counts as an in-office day that we can, we don't have to go to the office. And so, so quote-unquote my days in the office this week were Tuesday and Wednesday. So that leaves Thursday, and I'm like, whoa, I don't have to go to the office on Thursday? That's pog. But actually the coworkers that I had who go to the office, they were actually not in the office on Tuesday. One of them was on vacation. I don't know where the other one was, but they weren't in the office. So I went to the office on Tuesday and there was no reason for that. There was no one even there. Attendance was pretty low. I'm just like, man, what's even the point? Anyway. Get to work from home today, which is nice. And then we're just out here on the lake, because I didn't stream on Well, I did stream yesterday, but I didn't do fishing. But now we're here, you know, you get the allotted fishing of the week. Various things to talk about, and then, you know, inevitably it's going to be really hot in my room because, you know, it's summer is approaching. It might even already be summer. When is summer? I don't even know. Literally, I'm just out here talking, saying words, exhausting, emitting carbon dioxide or whatever it is that people emit. Oxygen, I don't know. Carbon dioxide. And then, yeah, so we're here. It's good times, you know. I'm pretty sure like a lot of people were like, I don't even know. Wolfie's not even streaming on Thursdays. I have no reason to check Twitch. They don't even know that I'm streaming because, you know, some people, they don't check the schedule. They don't go on the Discord. They don't, you know, they're not like, oh, Wolfie's, I gotta check Wolfie's schedule. But it's because, you know, the schedule, the timing is the same every week. So they're like, we already know what to expect. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. No need to even bother with Tuesdays and Thursdays because, you know, we already know he's the most consistent streamer out there. He's not streaming on Tuesdays or Thursdays. And then they show up and they're like, what the frick, man, he's streaming? I don't know why I keep saying this. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. It is, in fact, my Slack keeps pinging because there's like a thread, but I can't check it because I have my VR headset on and I can't do Face ID on my phone. As it doesn't detect my face. You know, the funny thing is, which I guess makes sense, but like the Face ID on the iPhone, they have a version that works if you have like a mask on. So if you're blocking your nose and mouth, it'll still work. You know, it could identify your eyes and all that. But, you know, obviously they don't have the opposite, where like your eyes are covered and it can see your mouth and nose. I guess that would be insecure if they had that. I don't know, like how how many people would have the same matching nose and mouth. But, you know, if you're wearing a VR headset, you can't even see your phone notifications. It's kind of messed up. Anyway, it's good though. I'm continuing to get pinged. I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect me. Because, you know, that's just how it is in this world. But yeah, we're here. I did, remember last week when my controller died? It was like out of battery and all that, and then we had to go fishing with one hand. That battery that died, I think it's like totally dead. I could not recharge it at all. But I did find another battery in my house. And that one, I did recharge it. So now that battery is in this controller. And now we have both hands available again. Isn't that cool, everyone? Isn't that so cool? You're like, well, Wolfie, he can now have two hands, meaning he can actually fish. He can actually press the pause menu and show up the menu and all that. Welcome, Churl GM. Bear check. There's no bear today. But anyway, yeah, control is working. I don't know how much battery is in that battery. Isn't it weird that people say battery in reference to like how much charge the battery has left? Like, how much battery is in that battery? It's like we call it the battery level, but then some people, they just say battery. They're like, how much battery is left? You're like, there's 2 double A's in there. They're like, no, I mean how much battery. You're like, oh, I see, you mean 50%. You know, that's what they mean out there. But, you know, when I say battery, I mean like, you know, the battery. How much battery is left in this battery? But it's there. Anyway, that's how it is. What should we say? I don't even know. Power? What do people say? Battery? It is battery, right? Battery level? But, like, I think battery on its own makes sense as an abbreviation. How much battery was used to make this cake? What? What does he mean by that? Isn't battery also a crime of some kind? Charge? Is it the same though? Welcome, Choco. Thursday stream. So true. So true. You missed the whole explanation. I was even like, man, people are gonna come in. I mean, you didn't ask why, but like, you know, people are gonna come in. They were like, why is he streaming on Thursday? Oh man, they're freaking streaming a different time. Hold on. Make sure if I did rename it in. You were in fact here. Anyway, is the cake's batter even? Oh, I get it. Batter. That's what you meant. See, I didn't understand what you meant by this, but now that you've explained it, I get it. It's the kind of joke that you can't understand with that explanation. But yeah, it's good, you know. Out here fishing, it's gonna be so hot though. What even is the temperature right now? I don't even know. There's literally no way to check. No such thing. If only there was like a website or like some kind of command you could say, what's the weather like? Can someone look it up? I guess I could look it up. I could, but then I'd have to go to the pause menu. I have to go to my keyboard. I don't want to do that. Why you keep saying wine time? I don't really. 81 Fahrenheit there. That's pretty hot. I think when I checked earlier today, it said it was like 84 Fahrenheit. And I'm like, man, that's like really hot. It will be scorching. Another scorcher. You said you'd call yesterday. I'll call today. You'll call now. Y'all remember that commercial? Sears? Oh man. Welcome, Hamflow. Another scorcher. Remember that time last year when Canada was on fire? Those were some times. That, like, I always remember that. Like, when I'm in VR and it's, like, really hot, I just remember that one stream that I did during the Canada wildfires. I was, like, sitting in my room. I was, like, over there, even. And it was, like, dark, and then, like, I looked outside and it's freaking, like, red. I will never forget that. It was scary. Anyway, good thing those fires are totally gone. They will literally never happen ever again. There's literally no way that Canada will still ever be on fire. This is where you clip it and say, haha, look at this, Canada wildfire is still going actually. Yeah, red sky, scary. What about blue sky? What about the website known as Blue Sky? Anyone on Blue Sky? What if I posted on Blue Sky? Oh no, we got a bot. I can't believe cheap viewers. No. Delete the message. Blue Sky. Kill them. They're dead now. It's a good brisk yet at 6 a.m. but it would be at 35 Celsius at noon. That sounds like a lot. 35 Celsius? That is like, that is about, what is that? What is that temperature? I know 30 Celsius is 86 Fahrenheit, so 35 must be like, what's the conversion? It's like times 2, it's like 10, it's like 80, 96, 95 Fahrenheit maybe? 94 Fahrenheit? That's pretty hot. I should memorize conversions. Does anyone remember things? What's the best thing to remember? If even anything. 95, okay, I got that right. I was able to approximate with reasonable accuracy. That's the pro tip. You know, some people, they're like, oh, you gotta remember 9 over 5 plus 32 or whatever. But my strategy, which I've mentioned many times, you just have to remember 3 different values and then interpolate between them. Gotta remember that 20 Celsius is room temperature, and that value is 68 Fahrenheit. And then you gotta remember that 30 Fahrenheit is 86. That's pretty much 68, but reversed. And that's what's easy to remember. You're like, okay, 20 Celsius, that is 68 Fahrenheit, and then 30 Celsius is 86, the opposite. And then you gotta remember that 10 Celsius is 50. That's a nice round number. 50 Fahrenheit, that is 10 Celsius. And then obviously 0 is 32 Fahrenheit. And then, you know, anything between those, you just use math. Just remember, it's approximately 2 degrees per each. And then do the multiplication. And that's how you get it. That's the pro tip for today. Remember that -40 is -40? Well, I didn't know that. It's not even relevant, you know, for day-to-day life, unless you live in like a really cold place, like a really, really cold place. It will rarely ever even be relevant. It will never even happen. Hopefully. I hope you don't live in a place where that's relevant, because that would be messed up. Be hacked up, man. Anyway, we got that fish out here, though. Anyway, hope everyone had a good... Thursday. I was gonna say Wednesday, but you know, it's not Wednesday. Thursday. Hope your Thursday's going well. I did some programming. I opened a pull request, it got approved. I merged it at the end of the day. And that's pretty much all I did. Now I'm like, I gotta find something else to do at work. I gotta be like, you know, oh man, finish this ticket, I could pick up another ticket, or I could simply pretend that I'm still working on the other ticket. But I don't know. It's just how work life is. You finish your work, and then other people do other things. I could have finished the ticket earlier, actually. I assumed that, like, because yesterday was a holiday, right? So I technically, like, finished my pull request on Tuesday, like, at the end of the day. And I was like, oh, I don't want to ping, you know, the team that reviews this stuff, because, you know, it's, like, right before Wednesday, which is a holiday. So I'll wait until Thursday morning to do it. But then I realized after that apparently some people on the team that review the code are not even in the US, so they didn't have yesterday off. So I could have had them review it yesterday. I could have posted this on Tuesday evening, not evening, but like, you know, at the end of the workday. And then someone who is outside of the US could have looked at it yesterday. But no, I waited until this morning. But anyway, it got approved, merged it. It was good. Now everything is going so well. You're like, whoa, how is everything going this well? How is everything going so swimmingly for this guy? Swimmingly. He doesn't even know how to swim, man. Anyway, I also had, when I went to the office on Tuesday, I had a salad. It was a chicken Caesar salad. It was actually very good. I think I'm back on that salad life. You know, I used to eat salads when I was like on a low-carb diet a long time ago. But haven't really gotten back into salad since then. But last week I had a salad because I was like feeling really full for whatever reason. I was like, oh, maybe let's get a salad. It's like not that filling. Had a salad. I was like, man, this is good. I should have more salads. And then on Tuesday, when I was in the office, they had salads, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have this chicken Caesar salad. And I had it, and it was actually really good. They had croutons, which were for some reason like really salty. I ate them, and I was like, why are these croutons so salty? I don't know. Welcome, Nutritious. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Quite the unusual Thursday, am I right? What's even out here? No one even knows, man. It's like Wolfie's streaming. It's Free Friday, so true. So true out here. This man is just out here yapping on the lake. There's a large fish right there. He's not even gonna try to catch it because, you know, he doesn't do any of it. He just uses the basic bait. The ones that don't even matter. They don't even mattress. Nothing even mattress in this world. Look at this fish though. Yep. Anyway, a lot of things happened since I mean, I guess I could have talked about some of this stuff on Wednesday, but I was playing Elden Ring, and obviously, you know, I can't talk about stuff during Elden Ring, right? I'm just kidding. You can, but I didn't. Several things happened. Nintendo Direct, that thing happened. HoloLive EN, New Generation announced, that's another thing that happened. And, you know, people, they're like, wow, man, Nintendo, new Zelda game with where you play as Zelda. Metroid announcement, Mario and Luigi, I don't even know what else there was. It's a bunch of stuff. Anyone excited for any of that stuff? Any games that were good out there? I'm not gonna play any of them, most likely. But, you know, it's kind of cool, though, that they're making games. Right? Games, everyone loves games. Yeah, Holo EU, they got, you know, they got several people. 4 new individuals, presumably from Europe. And, I don't know. Good times. They have Kiara, that's EU. Yeah, but that's like a one person. Didn't watch the Direct, still waiting on next Doom. I also didn't really watch the Direct. I just saw, like, the summaries. I just read, like, what was announced. And I read through it, and I was like, I don't really care. Welcome, Goofy, Nintendo has lost my trust in recent years, so I'm not sure if I want to play their games anymore. Well, I guess that's too bad. But, you know, they make some good games. Had my eyes on a few for the Switch. They've lost your trust? What the? How could that happen? What would Nintendo possibly do? Anyway, I don't think any of the games they announced were, like, I don't know, I wasn't interested in any of them. Wait, what was even announced? Let me check. It's like, I gotta remember, right? All I remember was, like, Zelda, Metroid, Mario and Luigi. What the heck is this? Don't forget to back up your data. No, that's fine. There's no data on here. Nintendo Direct June. Everything around. Everything. Zelda, Metroid, Mario and Luigi, Super Mario Party. Isn't it kind of weird that there have been 3 Super Mario Party games on the Switch so far? Like, they released the first one, which, like, kind of sucked. It had, like, 4 maps. Didn't even have online multiplayer until, like, I don't know, like, much later. And then they released a second one, which everyone was like, whoa, this one's kind of cool. This is what the first one should have been. Then they released, like, this one, or they're going to release this one. But I'm like, couldn't this just have been, like, a content update for the second game? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna get it, though. Donkey Kong Country Return to HD. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. Some other games, Fairy Tail, some other things, Mickey Mouse, Nintendo Switch Sports. What is it, basketball? Are they adding basketball? Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Among Us update. Luigi's Mansion 2D. Metal Slug, Denpa Men. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Stray, Lego. Romancing Saga 2, Legend of Zelda, 4 Swords. Anyway, okay, none of these are interesting to me. I have no interest in playing any of these, but, you know, they seem like they'd be nice. If you were ever interested in these games, feel free to, I don't know, to buy them or whatever. Anyway, that's what was announced. And then the HoloLive stuff. I don't know. That's cool though. I think no one was expecting it. They're like, what the? Didn't Gen 3 just come out, like, recently? How long has it been? Has it been a year since HoloEN Gen 3? It doesn't feel like it's been that long. But maybe it's because, like, I don't really watch that much content anymore, right? Maybe because I'm not paying attention. I'm just like, didn't they just release, like, you know, a few months ago? I guess maybe they've been around for a while now. And then there was that whole, like, cover announcement thing that they were like, we're gonna focus less on new generations. We're gonna instead strengthen the existing generations we had. And then everyone was like, oh, they're not debuting new generations anymore. But then they didn't actually read that they do plan on debuting new generations. And then they did. And that's cool, I guess. That's, you know, that's a thing that's happening. That's a thing that's happening, you know? Everyone knows. We got lightning out here. No, that's pretty much it. I got nothing else. It's literally all there is to talk about in this world. As you know, that's the life of a fisherman. Just out here on the lake while it's raining, you know, you got the sun is out, but it's being obscured by the clouds. You could stare at the sun if you want. You don't have to, but you could. But you shouldn't. That's the thing. Some people, they're out there staring at the sun. And why? Why would they even do that? To be popular, you know? Maybe. It's possible. Anyway, I feel like maybe it's a mistake to do a fishing stream right before, like, another chatting stream, which is tomorrow. Because, like, I already have nothing to talk about today. Like, imagine tomorrow, I'm gonna start the stream, I'll be like, I literally talked about everything that I could on Wednesday. So there's literally nothing even to talk about. This is the issue with being, like, a chatting streamer on some days of the week. So you have, like, consecutive streams that are focused on chatting, and you got, like, nothing to talk about. It's also like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I'm just gonna, like, play numbers game. Just gonna say numbers, huh? You tune in and I'm just be like 5. Oh, this has got to be a 5. No, 4 has got to go here. Obviously, this space has got to be a 2. And then you tune in and then it's like, oh, actually it's a 3. Oh, I can't believe. And it's just gonna be that for like 3 hours. And, like, same for this stream. Like, what am I gonna do today? Even this is the issue with streaming. People just out here being like, what even is there to talk about in this world? There's nothing. Nothing's even happening. Nintendo, no one even cares about Nintendo. PlayStation, Next Fest is over. We can't even play games anymore. Elden Ring DLC comes out, like, what, like today, tomorrow? I don't know. Soon. And then I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna be playing Elden Ring. Literally everyone. You'll tune into twitch.tv, you're like, I wonder what people are playing. Oh, Elden Ring? Oh man, look at this. Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring. Everyone's playing Elden Ring. There's literally nothing else going on. And then you'll see someone playing Stitch, and you're like, "Oh, what's this? A game that's not Elden Ring? I gotta check this out. He's truly unique out here. He's the only one brave enough to not play Elden Ring." And then you'll tune in, and it'll be like, "Oh, actually, this is kind of boring. I'm gonna go watch Elden Ring." And you tune into Elden Ring, and you're like, "Oh, look at this! It's Elden Ring. Oh, these rings are so Elden." They're literally so old that we don't even know how Elden they are. You're like, Elden Ring? What about A through K didn't ring? Am I right? Did I welcome Kobayashi? I don't even know. Man, I didn't. Welcome Admiral Kobayashi? I didn't even know. I don't even remember. Sometimes, you know, you greet some people and you're like, did I really greet this person? Or was it simply someone else? Some other emote using person? I don't even know. It could be anyone. Could literally be any person, right? Look at this, the thing has clipped into the ocean. And by the ocean, I mean like the freaking... the rock right there. Bocchi the Rock. Bocchi the Rock Johnson. I don't know, man. He's just out here. Well, if he's just out here, you know, doing the thing that he does. Talking. Clouds are out. Look at those clouds. Clouds are looking pretty nice today. Doesn't that one kind of looks like a cloud? Why is that? Why are these clouds moving so much faster than those clouds? You ever think about that? You ever think about clouds? Consider the possibility of clouds. Like, look, we got clouds over there, right? But there's no clouds over there. And then you got like those other clouds. I'm gonna say like those clouds are more dense and therefore less affected by the wind compared to these clouds, which are moving really fast. Do clouds move this fast? I guess they do, right? I remember one time I looked up at the sky and I was like, these clouds are moving really fast. Is that normal? When it's like raining, do clouds move faster when it's raining? There's like wind. What even is rain? I don't know. You know what? I'm just like, Wolfie, what the frick is he talking about? What is Wolfie even talking about? I tune into this stream. He's just saying things. Okay, hold on. What's going on out there? He's losing his mind. What if I just played Elden Ring right now? Obviously, I can't just go to New York Times Connections immediately. Time guesser? No, not even that. Literally not even that. Anyway. Also, what's the deal with this? How do I turn that off? Viewfinder? Enable? Disable? It's gone. I don't know why it shows up sometimes. It shows up down there. Welcome, Essie, to this Thursday stream. Minecrafting. Anyone out there Minecrafting? I haven't played Minecraft in years. It's been so long. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What's even there to talk about, huh? Society? Summer? Can you believe, actually, that it's already, June? I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, I remember, it feels like December was not that long ago. Cause like, there's this streamer that I started watching like around December, Ellis, right? I was like, oh, it was like Christmas, and I saw her stream, and I was like, oh, cool. Started watching around Christmas, and then when I think about it, like I've been watching for like 6 months now. It does not feel like it's been 6 months. Time is just out there passing so fast. And like before you know it, it's gonna already be July. Cause like since we have Juneteenth as a holiday, I feel like it's like really close to July 4th. In the sense that like, you know, you get a random day off in the middle of the month, June 19th. And then like literally, hold on, what is even it? June? Okay, and then you have like 1 week. 1 full week. And then after that 1 full week, you have like half a week. Sorry, what am I saying? After that week, you have 1 full week. And then it's like the week of July 4th. Which like, you know, it's already there. Yeah, June is almost over already. It's crazy. Time is just passing. And before you know it, it'll be, December. I'd be like, man, you remember when it was, like, June? Remember back in the day in June when, like, Holo EN Gen 4 debuted? That was crazy. And they were like, actually, that was, like, 2 years ago. And you're like, holy frick. That was 2 years ago? And then you think about, like, Holo EN Gen 1 when that came out. That was, like, 3... Wait, how long has it been? 3 years? 3.5 years? No, it's been almost 4 years, right? Wait, when did they debut? 2020, 2020, right? September 2020, I think. Yeah, it's been almost 4 years. Holy frick! And you think about that's like almost half a decade. They've existed for like almost half a decade at this point. We're all gonna get old. I'm gonna tune in to like a stream, and then you'll be like, I've been watching this streamer for 10 years. Actually, that did happen today. Okay, so like at work, we have every time we have these weekly meetings for our team, we have a discussion topic. Someone comes up with a topic to talk about. And usually it's something like, like what's your favorite food? What's, if you had the ability to go back in time or whatever, and what we do, etc. Today's question that someone asked was, what was the most recent podcast that you listened to, or like primarily audio content that you've listened to if you don't listen to podcasts? Like people started naming podcasts, and I was like, I don't actually watch podcasts. I do watch people play games on Twitch, though. People streaming games, and then I was like, there's this streamer I watch, Northernlion, he's really funny. Talks about stuff. And no one understood. They were just like, oh yeah, that's cool. They started naming podcasts. I was like, man, no one here even knows. Wouldn't it have been so cool if someone was like, well, I watched that guy. That guy's so cool. But anyway, I was like, I've been watching this guy for like 10 years now. I was like, that's so true. It's been more than 10 years since I first started watching this bald man talk over video games. And that's crazy. That's like a significant portion of my life. Think about how long you've been watching a streamer. And they've been around for like, a lot of times in your life. Well, if he watches it, I'm literally always talking about him. Hamflow will say something on his stream, and I'll be like, excuse me, sir, NL literally talked about this on his stream. It happens surprisingly often. A lot of times Hamflow will just talk about something, and I'll be like, don't you know that Northernlion, he literally mentioned this, like, exactly word for word on his stream, and it's been clipped many times. And he doesn't even know. I know, but he doesn't know. Anyway, that's how it is. Miss Cool, though. And then I totally forgot. I could have talked about how, the question that they had was like, what podcast or whatever. I forgot that every night I listen to freaking Headspace Sleepcasts. I could have mentioned that. I totally forgot. I was like, oh, podcasts? I don't listen to those. Those are for losers. I'm just kidding. They're not for losers. But, like, I forgot. That's just how things go. Like, sometimes something is, like, such a part of your routine that you don't remember it. Right? It's like how I keep saying I don't draw that often. But then, like, when I think about it, I do draw literally every day. But, like, since I do it every day, it doesn't occur to me that it is like that I do actually draw every day. Like, it doesn't feel like it counts, right? So it's the same thing for like when I listen to those Headspace Sleepcasts every night. It's just what I do. It doesn't register to my mind that this is anything unique. But yeah, then you got like, streamers, you're just like, oh, I watch this person every day, but then it's like when you think about it, you're like, oh, I don't actually. It's been such a part of my routine that it doesn't even seem, notable anymore. Although obviously it is notable. I know it has 10 years. It's more than 10 years even. I say 10 years because like that's like a nice round number. But like when I think about it, I want to try to find like the first Northernlion Isaac episode that I actually watched. And see like how long ago that was. Cause like it's probably been like 12 years at this point. Like let's go back to like his earliest videos. 10 years. He do be yapping though. Let's look at his oldest videos. and see like when I started watching his content. See, this was like 13 years ago. He played Cave Story. Man, remember back in the day when the meta on YouTube was to upload content in like 10-minute chunks? Imagine like a Let's Play video being like 10 minutes long. This was like what the Game Grumps were like. Remember that when the Game Grumps first started releasing videos and it was like, oh, here's like 10 minutes of gameplay. It's like, wow, that's like nothing nowadays, right? Nowadays you expect at least like half an hour maybe. I don't know. When did I start watching Northernlion? It's gotta be like Binding of Isaac, original Flash Isaac episode like 100 something. It's maybe been like 12 years ago. I think it has been 12 years. I wonder if my YouTube history has that, right? You ever think about how like if you've been using the same YouTube account for your entire life, do they have like the first Northernlion video that I watched like in my history? Or do they purge that history eventually? I don't know. Anyway, I feel like it was probably around Binding of Isaac episode like 200 something, which probably was 12 years ago at this point. Probably was like... Wait a second, hold on. I remember it was specifically Steam Winter Event, Krampus Isaac. A gift from Krampus, it was 2011, wait a second. Seen the achievement added, no, it's not this one. Krampus respawn rate, Krampus, there was like a Steam event where like you could unlock like a trading card or something. Was it this one? It might have been this one, 12 years ago. I remember a guy who did a full Skyrim playthrough in the 10-minute days reached 500 videos. Yeah, and like how long is that in like actual hours though? It's like 5,000 minutes, which is 5,000 minutes to hours. 83, that's still pretty long actually. But yeah. I remember, so the first time I found Northernlion, there was a Steam winter event that was like, there was an achievement you had to unlock, and you get like, I don't remember what it was, but like if you beat Krampus in the Binding of Isaac, you get something. And then I looked up like, oh, what do you, I never even had played Isaac until then, and I was like, oh, let me check this game out. How do I beat Krampus? And then like I looked up, and then I started looking at like, oh man, let's see all the overpowered builds you can get in Binding of Isaac. And then I eventually found a Northernlion video, and I watched it, and ever since then, I've just been watching. Now that's just how things are. Anyway, it was crazy though. The fact that something like that could just happen, and then like 12 years later, you're still watching this guy. Good times. You'll tune into a Wolfie stream like 10 years from now, you're like, what's this guy doing? He's still out there on the lake fishing? Tune in on a Wednesday, you're like, yep, he's still here. Good to see that he hasn't like really done anything in the past 10 years, huh? Isn't that cool? Isn't that great? It's just how it is, right? It's like after like watching Northernlion for like 12 years, he like, you know, he's done a lot. He like, you know, he got married, he had a child. I remember that one time when he was about to like, you know, his daughter was about to be born and they had to go on a hiatus, and I'm like, no, who am I gonna watch now? Oh man, he's not streaming. Wait, that was around when Holo EN Gen 1 debuted. I think that's part of the reason I got into VTubers in the first place, because Northernlion wasn't streaming. He was like on hiatus, and I'm like, now what am I gonna watch now? And then everyone started tweeting about like Hololive EN Gen 1's debuting soon, and I'm like, what the frick are VTubers? And then like I feel like if Northernlion never went on hiatus for his daughter being born, I don't know if I would be into VTubers. I would probably just be like, VTubers, I don't know, what is that? I'm just gonna watch Northernlion. Hold on, I gotta check when that was. Was that What happened? Is there information on this? Northern Lion? When was Northern Lion's child born? This feels like a weird thing to say. Is there a way to search for this without it being weird? When did Northern Lion hiatus due to daughter being born? When was this? How long ago was it? Yeah, well, okay, someone asked this. September. Yo, this was, yes, this was in fact around when Holo EN Gen 1 debuted. Yeah, September 28th. I remember Holo EN Gen 1 debuted September 12th, 2020. You know why I remember September 12th specifically? Because I was like, oh, they can't debut them on September 11th. It has to be, like, they had to choose the day after. Welcome to mine. Isn't that true when you think about it? You're like, when did Holo EN Gen 1 debut? September 12th. That's how you remember. It's not September 11th. Holo EN Gen 1 debut. Hololive first generation. When did Holo EN Gen 1 debut? That's not true. This is not Holo EN. This is just Hololive. Hololive English. Specifically English. Wait, how do I find it? Why does Google suck nowadays? Welcome, WatchBeak here. I feel like if you used to look this information up, you would just get it in the results. Now you have to like find it. Okay, Hololive EN Gen 1 2020 September 8th had the promotional material. Yeah, they debuted from September 12th to 13th. That's how you remember. Yeah, Pokeball, congrats. I remember Amelia Watson spamming a huge message in chat during the first debut. I don't even remember that. What does she even do? Hololive discussion? Yes, we are talking about Hololive. Just the fact that they debuted on September 12th, which is the day after September 11th. When did Holo EN Gen 1 debut? Google. Drink Bleach. Oh, Bleach the anime? Remember the anime known as Bleach. Anyway, I remember back in the day. When did Northern Lion go on hiatus? I know this said when her daughter was born, but like when did he go on hiatus? Because I feel like it was like a few weeks before, or maybe like, I don't know, something like that. I guess it was like around the same time. But yeah, that's why I'm into VTubers now. Because Northern Lion wasn't streaming. And now here we are. Now I am a VTuber. Classic times. Wow. Wow. How times have changed. Anyway. A lot of things have happened. VTubers are debuting every day. Literally every day. VTubers are graduating every day. New generations are being created as we speak. And now you got me into Northern Lion, the world keeps on worlding. So true. Things do be happening. Did I ever debut? I never did a debut stream, though. I never formally did like a whole, like, oh, here's who I am. Here's all my interests. Here's, I don't know, my favorite musicians and songs and VTubers or whatever. I never did any of that. I probably never will. You'll have to learn by watching the streams. Because that's how real life works. That's what, you know, people in real life, they don't just debut. They don't just say, like, here's who I am, here's all my interests, here's, like, you know, here's my inspirations, here's this guy. Here's my new outfit. Whoa, look at that new outfit. Whoa. Bought a new shirt the other day. Whoa, look at this new shirt. I'm gonna reveal it slowly. Look at this. Whoa, here's the top of the shirt. It's got a color on it. Wow. Look at this, the middle part. Whoa, look at that. It's got a design. That's crazy. Did anyone mention his girl's birthday? No. But I also didn't realize until today I saw like the waiting room. I was like, oh yeah, oh, it's a birthday. Would the world be better if it was like that? I don't think it would. Because like too many people are out there buying new outfits every day. If everybody did an outfit reveal thing every time they bought like a new shirt, there'd be like so much wasted time. Yeah, you go to the office and suddenly everyone's like, "Oh, look at you! Do you check out Steve's new shirt? You gotta check. He's debuting his new shirt. Do you see the teaser for his new shirt? I think it's like red. There's like a design on it. I don't know, man. The rumor is that Steve's new shirt was designed by this guy." What's the theme this time, Steve? And then Steve shows up and is like, he's wearing like a cloth over him so you can't see the shirt. And you're like, yeah, guess what? You'll never guess this, guys. Look at this. And then he starts like slowly like, you know, showing different parts of his shirt. You're like, oh, look at this. It's like a red. It's got like a cat picture on it. Wow, that's crazy. Didn't know her birthday is the same day that Jaws came out. I think that's part of her lore. It's like that she didn't remember her birthday. You know, because she's so old in lore. She's like, oh, I'm like thousands of years old. I don't even know when my birthday is. So I'm just gonna choose International Shark Day or whatever for the release days of Jaws. I think she mentioned that on her debut stream. But yeah, that's her classic times out here. But yeah, imagine if I did a debut stream. What would I even say? But hey everyone, it's me, Wolfie. I'm gonna be streaming. What are my goals? You know, some people, they set goals when they're streaming on their debut stream. They're like, oh, for my career as a VTuber, I want to do this thing. I want to accomplish these things. I have goals that I'm setting out. Release a song cover, to like collab with these people, to like, I don't know, what do people do? But debut stream, night debut, afternoon view stream. It's also the solstice. So true, so true, so true. I've picked up so many mannerisms from Northernlion. If I had never watched Northernlion, I wouldn't even be saying so true. I wouldn't even be saying a word wrong. You know how like I say word wrong in some streams, like in some chats? When someone says the word wrong and then everyone's laughing, I usually say word wrong. And you're like, that's specific verbiage, word wrong, instead of like he said the word wrong or like he typo in chat. The word wrong comes from Northernlion. Whenever anyone on a Northernlion stream says a word wrong, chat just spams a word wrong. This happens for Jackbox, it happens for other things, and that's where I get it from. Oh, the bitrate's dying? What the? Do you miss my whole story about word wrong? CPU... I did drop a bunch of frames. 1600. Anyway, I'm gonna hydrate. It is about that time. Hydration time. 6 p.m. Alright, I've hydrated. Also, I just noticed my lip sync isn't working. I never noticed this until like it's too late. We're like already an hour into the stream. It's been messed up for the whole hour. I don't even know. Testing. Mouth animation. Default micro. See, like sometimes you just gotta turn it off and turn it back on again. It's kind of weird. Pause, unpause, and it's good. Yeah, if you ever experience issues with streams, you can pause and unpause. Everything should be good. Everything totally fine out here on this lake. Again, classic IT trick. Try turning it off and on again. And then you don't. You're like, no, obviously I did. And then like you didn't. And then you actually try it and then it fixes it. That's how life is. You know, it's a metaphor for life. But sometimes you just gotta turn it off and on again. What do you mean by, well, you know, going to sleep. Sometimes when you go to sleep, it's like turning it off, and then you wake up, it's turning it back on. Sometimes you're feeling bad. Sometimes you're like, oh man, everything sucks. You have brain worms, and you're like, you just stay up thinking about this thing or whatever. And then, like, you know, just turn it off and on again. You go to sleep, you wake up. The next day, you're just like, yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Everything was totally fine. I just needed some sleep. Everything's good. But then when it's not good, though, that's when, you know, I don't know what to do then. Then you got other problems. Then you got to seek other solutions besides turning it off and on again. You know, sometimes like when you're like browsing social media, it's like late at night. You're like, oh man, start thinking about things. Start thinking. You're like posting. It's like, you know, it's 1 a.m. I'm out here thinking. Let me post my thoughts on social media, and then like, and you wake up and you're like, why did I post that? That was so cringe. It's late at night. Don't trust your thoughts late at night. Just go to bed. You know something really cool though? You know how like when they can't sleep, sometimes they just like check their phone, they check social media? I feel like ever since I started using Headspace and like listening to Sleepcast at night, I don't think I've listened, like I don't think like there's ever been a time like in the past year or so that I actually check social media when I can't sleep. Right? Isn't that crazy? I feel like now if I can't sleep, I don't check social media. I just like lay in bed. I just do nothing. It's like the problem is when you're browsing social media and then you're like, oh, you read a thing and then you start thinking, you stay up even later. Or none of that. Literally none of that. Nothing good happens at 1 a.m., right? Nothing good can even come from that. I remember actually, very specifically, a long time ago before I even had a smartphone, this was probably like when I was in college or like, wait, that's kind of crazy. I didn't have a smartphone in college. Holy frick. But anyway, I think when I was in college and like Twitter was like first starting out, where you could text message Twitter instead of like, you know, browsing it on your mobile phone or whatever. I would interact with people that I knew via text message. When I couldn't sleep, I would text my friend. I'd be like, hey, I can't sleep. Can you tell me a story? I'm like, I can't turn my computer on. I'm just like, you know, I just can't sleep. And then he'd just be like, yeah, okay, here's like, there's like a dog, and this dog did this thing. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And then I'd just go to bed. I thought that was good times. When you don't have the resources to activate, to access things online due to lack of smartphone. You gotta get creative. Gotta be like, talk to your friends, you know? Your friends that are on the West Coast, so they're not sleeping at 1 a.m. Hey friend, I can't sleep. Can you tell me a thing about something? And then they tell you a story, and then you're like, that's great. Thank you for this. And then you go to sleep. Haven't done that in a while. Times are different. Dog. So I don't even remember the story. I don't even have the text anymore. It's like the phone that I had was like so old. It didn't have like a standard charger. And so like it's like some proprietary like Sony Ericsson like first party charger thing. And like I don't think, even if I found the phone, what the frick was that? I just littered. Oh frick, look at this. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I can't even access those text messages anymore. Welcome Game Boy does nothing. These streams are timed perfectly. My summer school ends at 2 exactly. Is it timed perfectly though? Because it would have been like an hour ago, right? Unless you're like, I guess if you're West Coast, is there? I guess the only time zone where it would be 2 right now would be Alaska. Are you in Alaska? I don't know. Maybe there's other places. Hawaii. Like 2 exactly, that would have been like an hour ago, right? If you're West Coast, 5 p.m. Eastern would be 2 p.m. Pacific. Streamer doxes his viewers? I can't believe you would do this. He's running around the place. I see. So you are West Coast. It's cool. Streams for me are at 2. Okay, I see. But if it was timed perfectly, then it would have been starting now. We're like an hour into the stream. That's like an hour. That's like an hour that we'll never get back. Ever think about that? This time that you're spending, you'll never get this time back. Unless you have a time machine, but you probably don't have a time machine. Watching this stream and you're like, man, I could be doing something else. Instead, I'm watching this guy yap over fishing. Probably doing something else, right? I doubt anyone's out there only watching this stream and doing nothing else. They're like glued to the screen. Just tuned in. They're like, I can't wait to see what he has to say instead of like, you know, doing something else productive. Look at this engaging gameplay. Well, will he catch this fish? Will he or will he not? Will he catch and then release the fish? I don't even know. No, this is like second monitor content. If you even have a second monitor. I didn't have my earbuds. It's fine. You know, some people, they listen on speaker. Does anyone else even use speaker to listen to streams? I feel like this is kind of uncommon. I always listen to streams on speaker. Welcome, Michael. But then, like, everyone that talks about watching streams, they're always, like, talking as if they're listening over headphones. I'm like, what the? What the? It's weird to listen over speakers. I think it's fine. Clip through the boat. Yeah, so true. Look at this clipping right here. Whoa, he's clipping. I'm doing it right now. Speaker, I think it's normal. But then, like, you know, since I listen on speaker, sometimes I gotta, like, lower the volume. You ever have a thing where, like, you're playing a stream in the background, and then, like, something really loud happens on the stream? Either, like, the streamer is screaming, or, like, something in the game is just really loud. And you're like, man, I have to, like, go to my go to my computer and lower the volume, because it's, like, too loud. There even are times when I would just, like, you know, I'm just gonna watch someone else then. Because I had them on as background noise, and, like, if they get too loud too often, I'm like, no, I can't do this. I gotta find a calmer stream to listen to. It doesn't happen often. Sometimes it's like, it's too much. It's too loud, man. Yeah, spectrogram today, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what to expect a gram. Pet peeve of mine is big volume changes? Yeah, so true. You gotta get like a... The streamer's gotta get one of those audio compressors or whatever. So that their loudest sound is not like so loud, you know? It's too much. I think you know what a spectrogram is if you see one. No, I know what it is. It's like the frequency thing, right? Like a sound analysis spectrogram or whatever. Instagram, spectrogram. Have you seen those spectrograms that are like It looks like a cow and then it sounds like a cow mooing. What is it called? Spectrogram. 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 Yeah, these things. No, I was thinking of something else. Oh, these are... What the frick is this? This is this is scary. This kind of looks like the Gmod guy. What's his name? Spectrogram. This is a spectrogram. These things. No, I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of this thing. The waveform. Which is a totally different thing. Yeah, so true. Is that an alien right here? You ever see aliens? Any aliens watching this stream? Show yourself. Tag yourself. Alien. I can't. Well, no. That's the waveform. Yeah, I know. That's the waveform. That's when you wave, and then the form is there. Welcome, Darth Nomad. Did I welcome Stanley? Were you not here? You were not here. Welcome, Stanley. Hey, Lamau. Bogos Binted. Did you get those Bogos Binted photos printed? Bogos. Buy one, get one Binted. What's he saying? The waveform. What are my wave emotes? Wave. Look at all these waves. ChocoJ wave, Chia VT wave, Savinka wave, Ellis wave, SEC1 wave, Hype wave, Mooney wave, Wolf's wave. And then like some of them are waving instead of just wave. Some people have wave and waving. Isn't that strange to have both a wave and waving? I remember Soya Boya had a wave and a waving. And typically one of them are animated and one of them is not. But I think waving is usually the animated one. Welcome, Tagbarrow. Catch and release not on Wednesday is a big fear. At least it happened. What's so scary? What's even so scary about it? Got ChocoJ wave, Clavio, both of her waves. That's Savinka wave. That's Kaguya's wave. I don't even. This one could literally be anyone. Rumi 2 wave. I don't know these other ones. These other ones I just don't know. Other people. Shumu, Spree, Strike 68, Pang, CKI wave, Clavio. Other people. I don't recognize a lot of these. I recognize this one though. Sorry, you've used this one before. Got 10 gift subs again this month. That's a lot. You have no waves. Ison B wave. I knew that was GX Aura. I recognize GX Aura. Uvu Powder wave. Runa wave. Smith W Ave. I know, that's no good. I know Noka. It's me. Oh, this is Zenya. I know Zenya. Other ones though, I don't really know these. Oh, Mint Mine. Mercury. Oh, that's the rat, right? Mercury is the rat. They got the rat right there. Arisa, VTuber. There's a lot of wave emotes out there. That's Marley right there. I know Marley. Bodega Rat, Maple Winters, SE Oi. This is my favorite wave. Clavy Sleepy Wave. What's the best part about it? I feel like there's a lot of good sleeping emotes. Like pretty much like all of these are nice. It's got like a nice expression on them. Is that a rat? That's an elongated rat. Mercury wave. Rat. Mascot emotes. Yeah, dog. ChocoJ dog. That's a good emote. That's a great emote. You know what's a good emote? This one. It's a great emote. Dog emotes. Here's all my emotes. Let's do another emote review. Here's my emotes. Northern Lion emote. Chocojax emote. Channa emote. Hamflow emote. Moonybug emote. Savinka emote. Alice emote. Karagi emote. Chia emote. Assi emote. Vesper. Someone gifted me a 3-month sub to Vesper AWOL. I've literally never been in the chat. It was like a manual thing. It wasn't like one of those random. It was a targeted hit. I don't think I have any sleeping with any of them. Not even like sleepy. What are these? So you got a random Savinka sub? I sure did. I think it was on her birthday stream. Or like maybe the day before. I recognize this one though. This one? Does anyone know where this is from? I know. This is from Idolmaster. Idolmaster Cinderella Girls. The part where the cat one opens the door. I've seen it. I know because I traced the door in one of my animations once. Can you believe this? That he would trace the art of a door opening? The murder of Berserk. What's that cat? Is that a hog cat? Panic. Anyway, good times. Everyone knows emotes. Let's see. Oh yeah, also large emotes, right? Remember large emotes? As the streamer, you can post infinite large emotes. I think that's cool. Like, you can look at this. You can also send another message with it. No charge since this is your channel. Check this out. That large ball with smaller ball. You could do this infinitely. Like, oh no. Oh no, you have to like look at the giant cat now. Look at it, looks so pixelated. There's like some emotes that like when they went Gigantify, you're like, man, look at the quality of this emote. And then some of them are like not that high quality. What's the deal? What's up with that? Yeah, infinite money glitch. Wouldn't it be so funny if they didn't like program like to not pay out if you're the streamer? It would be so funny if you set this to like 10,000 bits and then like you kept redeeming it yourself and then they're like, oh shoot, Twitch, we forgot to implement, you know, a check that we're not paying the streamer for spending their own bits on their own point on their own channel. That'd be funny. And then someone out there was spamming large emotes 100 times and they're like, we gotta pay him $1,000 now. I'm sorry, that's just how it works. Phone remove the bigness. Yeah, you just have to imagine. Well, I mean, you could see it here. You could see it from my perspective, so like, you can't see it, but like I can see it. That's just how it is. Anyway, that's life. You know, sometimes out there in life, you can't even see the bigger picture. It's a metaphor, you know? Sometimes you're on mobile. Think about this as if it was your real life. You can't see the large emote. This is a metaphor for your accomplishments in life. Okay, other people are out there posting large emotes, and just because you're so focused, you're like on your phone all the time, you can't even see the bigger picture. Literally, you can't see the big picture right now because you're on your phone. But you can only see the bigger picture through the perspective of someone else who's showing you, and you're like, oh, I see, look at that. That's a big picture right there. So that's, you know, that's, so sometimes we're just on this street learning things, you know, about ourselves, society, life. Phone screens are pretty small. Yeah, but like sometimes there's big pictures on them. Like that one. Like that one right there. That picture's it's huge. It's a huge picture right there. It's cool. Anyway, it's life. Only if Wolf is actively looking at it, and being Wolfie reminds me too much of the weird John Malkovich film. I don't know what that is. Welcome, Zoli. I don't even know. I've heard that name though. John Malkovich. Isn't that the guy from Elden Ring, Malkovich? That's the guy who's like the boss that you fight, and he does damage. It's a lot of wave emotes. It sure is. It sure is a lot of wave emotes. We were talking about, what were we talking about? What kind of wave were we talking? Some kind of wave. We said something about waveforms. We were talking about waveforms. And gotta post the wave emotes. Anyway, I don't know. What even is there happening? Things, society, VTubers, fishing. Anyone excited for American Independence Day in like a week and a half, in 2 weeks? Anyone doing anything? Traveling, going to conventions? There's like a lot of conventions that happen on that weekend, right? Usually. Yeah. Barbecue, you can barbecue in. Oh yeah, Anime Expo. Yeah, Anime Expo is during July 4th weekend. I hope that's good, right? Love days off, so true. Being John Malkovich. Wait, it's Malkovich, not Malkovich. I thought it was with a V. It's about people entering a hole and temporarily controlling actor John Malkovich's body. It's a comedy, but not very fun for John. That sounds like the Stanley Parable. Is that a thing that happened on the Stanley Parable? Because there was a part of the Stanley Parable where he goes into a hole. Is that what that was? I don't know. Days off, yeah. July 4th. Good ol' Anime Expo. Classic Expo out there. Anime. What if instead of Anime Expo, it was Anime YPO, the letter after X? When will they do this? When will someone be brave enough to make a sequel to Anime Expo for the letter Y? Wait through my high-coded emotes? What? What do you mean by? What did he mean by this? What is bro talking about? Oh, waited. Okay. That makes more sense. It's like, what does he mean, wait through? How's fishing go? Well, you could already see. We're not even really doing anything. Caught some fish. Just out here. Just out here on the lake. You already know. You already know how it is. What's the new trend recently? What has been trending on Twitter? It's always something different every day. You know, for someone who doesn't use autocomplete, my brain sure does the job of a bad one for me. A bad autocomplete. Hololive? Yeah, but like we already talked about that. What else is there to we talk about Hololive already? What even is there? It's all about Hololive. What about coffee? You think one of those new generations hates coffee? Any coffee haters out there? This Hololive? I don't even know. Don't even know. How long ago I went to catch up, was busy finishing stuff with deadline tomorrow. Like an hour ago. I don't know. That's just how life is, you know. Sometimes people are talking about things. Has this ever happened? Sometimes like you're just out there and it's like people talk about something and then like they moved on to a different topic, but then you realize you had more to say about the previous topic and then you're like, oh, but I can't like they've already moved on. I can't now like go back to the previous topic, right? Can't be like, oh, about that thing from like 20 minutes ago, I actually had something to say about that. And then you say it and they're like, oh, okay, all right, that's cool. And they're moving on to another thing. You tend to just do it. But like, I feel like the time has passed. Sometimes I just have to accept that I will never get to say anything about this thing ever again. But I think it's fine, you know? Because, like, you know, sometimes, you know, you can revisit a topic and then people are like, oh, I didn't think about that. I totally did not even consider this thing until you mentioned it. But then sometimes it's just like some mundane thing. You're just like, oh yeah, I also agree. I also think this is true. Always 3 topics behind. You see me in Discord chats replying to a backlog from 3 days ago. From a day. I combined 2 messages. From a day ago. Yeah, I'm just out there being like, hey. You ever reply to something from like a month ago? Does that ever happen? Imagine like you talked about something like a year ago and then someone's like, actually, remember this thing you said last year? This thing literally from like 2022, remember when you said this one thing? And they're like, no, I don't remember this at all. It's like, no, but like you definitely said it, and I have a thing to say about that, and here it is, and then you say it, and they're like, okay, that's cool, I don't remember this though. Isn't it wild? Like when you can remember something so well, but then the person that mentioned it originally, like it was just like an offhand comment to them, and they're just like, I don't remember this at all. It happens to me all the time. Like sometimes someone will tell me something, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just like commit this to my long-term memory for some reason. I'll just remember this like so well, unintentionally. I'll remember like every detail about the story you told me. And then like 2 years later, they'll talk about something and they'll be like, oh, this is like that one time that this thing happened. And I was like, oh, I remember. You told me about that. I'm like, what? When did I when did I tell you about this? I don't know. I remember. And then I tell them the story and they're like, oh yeah, I guess I did tell you. I'm like, yep, so true, so true. I remember every mundane detail about every story ever told to me. It was Tuesday. Usually it's my own message though. I recently replied to a thing from 4 years ago. It's like, how did this come to be? And then I check the backlog and go, whoa, what? Well, what was it? What was so important that you had to go back 4 years? What even could it possibly be? Sometimes, you know, it is fun. Check on chat history from years ago. You know, I still have, I'm pretty sure if I wanted to check IRC logs from like 15 years ago, I probably still have some of them. I mean, I'd have to like, look around to find them, but still available somewhere. You know what's messed up though? You know that like messaging app known as Line? They have like this weird thing where like when you switch devices, it doesn't preserve your chat history unless like you specifically manually backed it up. So like I remember when my Android phone died, I think I pretty much lost all of my Line chat history. That's how it is on WhatsApp. I don't know. I guess it makes sense. It's like it's all on device. But like, they should have a way to just back that up. I mean, I guess they do. But it's like not that reliable. There's a Discord emote based on a bad doodle I made, and I wanted to see the context. I see. Good old Discord. Do I have these comics? Do I even have... Oh, they're not available on the web. I do have the files, though. I talked about how I used to make web comics about, like, IRC. The channel that I was on. It would have fun moments and I would make web comics about them. They're out there. Context was something along the lines of yaoi hands are just born out of the desire of being the little spoon or something arranged like that. He's just out there saying things. This guy is just out here. Saying the words. Well, what was he? Yeah, what was bro doing? You ever start saying something ironically, and then you start saying it for real? And at some point, it stops being ironic. You know, like what's the deal? Like all the time. Ape Cross Legends. It's messed up that I started saying Ape Cross Legends just like because I thought it was funny. And now literally every time I see Apex Legends, my brain does not pronounce it as Apex Legends. My brain just says it's Ape Cross Legends. Obviously the X is pronounced as cross. And then like there was one time when I was making a joke related to Apex Legends and like it didn't work because I said it as Ape Cross Legends. Doesn't work. Deal or no deal? What about it? What happened? Didn't Mint Phantom play that recently? Is that what you're talking about? Ape Cross Legends. No. It was my joke about, what was it? It was about Godzilla versus Kong. And I was like, oh, why didn't they call it, you know, Kong versus Godzilla? So they could have called it Apex Legends. But like I said Ape Cross Legends and like it didn't make sense. I messed it up. Apex Legend, like get it? That was so funny. I could have made such a funny joke, but I messed it up. Why not just Apex Gorilla? Because it's Ape Cross Legends. Apex Legend. Apex Godzilla? But like Godzilla is the ape. No, he's not. Wait, what am I talking about? He's not the ape. Yeah, but it's like, it's gotta be, like Godzilla is a legend. So it's gotta be Ape X Legend. I don't know. Whatever. The time has passed. It's no longer relevant. It's not even that funny. You ever sometimes like make a funny joke that's not even that funny? And by not being that funny, I mean like it's not that funny. It's not even funny at all. But then like you're so into it. Sometimes people out there, they're telling jokes that are like so unfunny. But then like the fact that they put so much effort into delivering it, that's what makes it funny. Like, you won't believe this funniest joke I heard. And then they tell the least funny joke and you're like, actually, that's not funny. But your enthusiasm, your delivery, that's what made it. That really says a lot about life. I need an all the time emote. This, an emote pointing up that just says this. Do I have one of those? This. I guess that kind of looks like waving in some ways. Pasta this. Yeah, actually this is one of my favorite combinations of emotes. Check it. Here's a fun thing you can do with that emote. Football. Everyone has access to this one. Football. What is that football emote? It's like a catch or something? Catch? No. Throw? No. Let me try to find it. There's like a football emote that you can use. And you can combine it. No, I mean American football. American football. Sorry, when an American says football, they're talking about American football. Okay, where's that emote? There is one. Okay, this one. FB block. And then... Okay, give me something, something else. Okay, post, what about this brain slug, right? You put the brain slug, and then you put this one and that one, and then you put the person who's doing it on the left side. So, like, what if you had, like, I don't know, like, what if you had this guy over here? Why can't I paste this? Why did this not paste? Cut this, paste this there. You could do this. I think it's a great combination of emotes. How can you say that during European Championships? Yeah, it's great, right? Every time I use it, I'm like, this is a great combo. And everyone has access to these. FB block, copy this, pasta that. Finally, a use for these emotes that no one uses. There it is. What if I just spent, what if I just had a giant emote that was one of these like really bad Twitch emotes, like perhaps this one? Oh my god. The frick. They did not really think about these. Look at that. Look at this emote. Yeah, it's free. What is this guy? Welcome, Brooke. I am in fact streaming on Thursday. Has rang. The Ringer? Elden Ring? Yo, what if we made this a thing? When anyone plays Elden Ring, you just post The Ringer? It's like that meme that was going around. Remember the guy who was like, I visited my friend the other day, and then the other guy's like, bro visited his friend, and then it's like, the visitor. This is The Ringer. You could be like, yo, The Ringer, he's out there playing Elden Ring. The smile is also low quality. Is it though? Gigantify an emote. Smile? No. Is this true? It is. That's kind of funny. Hilarious. Hilarious. Funny emotes out here. What even are these? There's like some new ones. King EH30, Pop Ghost, King World Cup, Chewy Yay. What's the point of this? When would anyone use this? Are you using bits or is it free? It's free for me as the streamer, but for you it costs money. That's just how things work on Twitch. They make things uneven. Yo, also, yeah, that emote. I have that one. Anyway, I don't know. These new ones are alright. I guess they're alright. Dino Dance is good though. It's like the best emote in recent memory. And then what? And then what even? Where even could this be? Pikachu. What about this one? What about this cat doing a flip? What about this cat doing a flip, huh? Everyone dislikes that one. Spinning. Yo, that cat sure is. How did he do that? Or she? How does the cat even do this? It's so high quality. It's like these emotes look much bigger than they actually are, right? You think about it, Hamfo was talking about this the other day. He was like, why does it feel like these emotes are so huge? It's like he's like, it seems like these emotes are larger than the size you upload them at. But then like I inspected Element and like I noticed it was just like 112 by 112. It's not upscaling though. This is actually like, this is actually just 112 by 112, which is like the maximum size that you can upload it at. And like, that doesn't seem right. But like when you think about it, I guess it is. Yeah, it's like, cause 28 by 28, like look at this. This emote's 28 by 28. That'd be like about here, right? And then you have like one here, and then like another here, and here. So like, it makes sense. It just doesn't look like this is like the actual size. Cause like, you know, you look at 110 by 110, you're like, that's small. But seeing it relative to everything else, it's like, wow, that's like a lot of space. So much. How could someone even live like this? I just don't know. But yeah, it's life. Sometimes objects in Mirror are larger than they appear. Can anyone relate to this? Anyone understand that reference? Obviously not. Only people of the highest IQ can understand. Objects in mirror larger than they appear. Funny. Good times. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going. What am I saying? What is bro even saying though? Speaking of, let me upload a picture real quick. What? Is it of a cat rolling? What's everyone's favorite cat-related image? Does anyone have a favorite cat's GIF? I don't even know. There's like a lot of them. Palace cat. I know. Those cats look so funny. Remember this one, Spooky Month? Which one? Cats? Long cat? That cat sure was long. And you're like, what do you mean was? What do you mean was? That's past tense. I'm sorry. But it is past tense. cdn.discord.app.com/784418953205195/123 What is that? What is that image? What even is that? What the heck is this? I don't even know. Bubble tea? Tea, oh, I get it. Tea, it's like, you know, I get it, I understand. It's a multilingual pun. Classic puns. Good times. We just don't know how it happens. Welcome, Orfish. Objects I mirror may be larger than they appear. So true. Those objects do be large, though. Tea gardener. Tea garden. What about A through S garden? Okay, look at this cat, though. This cat, he said the word wrong. He said the word wrong. That's a fish. It's not a cat. Bro said cat when he meant fish. Get him. He made a typo, but out loud. Okay, check this out, though. Gotta throw it really far. This is just how you do it. Look at this. It's like a football. I mean, an American football. That was not very far at all. But like, what if it was? What if it was really far? Wouldn't that be so cool? If you could release a fish millions of miles away. And ballin'. So true out there. Everyone is just ballin' these days. Sometimes they're not even ballin'. What the heck was that sound? What happened? What happened? What was that? Did I accidentally release a fish? I like somehow knocked all these fish over. No. Look at these large fish though. Look at this tiny fish. And do the other balling. B-A-W-L-I-N-G. It's spelled differently. I know a song 500 miles and a song 10,000 miles, but no song millions of miles. Well, maybe you should make that song. Maybe that should be a thing, huh? Ever considered the fact that songs are things. Anyone ever consider that songs are a thing that exists in the world? No way, no way. Songs are a thing that exists in the world. Bro is spitting fire. This is when you post the emote of like the guy facing to the right and he's talking and there's like text coming out, not text, but like action lines, speaking lines, and then you post like a fire emote. Well, you post several of those. That's the new meta. Whenever anyone says anything, that's what you post. It's classic. That's the new meme. You heard it here first, everyone. Word. Guy saying a word, everything's out there. The next James Joyce. Yeah, we're too good for that. James Joyce, I don't even know. What is James Joyce's most well-known thing that he wrote? That's my favorite meme. I don't know if I have one. Can anyone really even say that they have a favorite meme? Because, like, I don't know if I do. Ulysses? Oh, yeah, that's a classic. It's just a really long book. That's all I know about it. It's just really long. I like the trumpet meme. Oh, the one that's like they go into like an image editing thing and then they like move it around a bunch. That's a classic. I don't know. I don't know if I have like a favorite meme. I don't really think about this often. What's a meme that you all hate though? Every time you see the meme, you're like, this sucks. This meme. It's the worst meme. No one should have ever invented this meme. Again, yeah, that one. That's one of them. Skibidi toilet. Is that really even a thing though? Is Skibidi toilet even real? The I was crazy once. They put me in a cell of a rubber cell, a rat cell, rat out there with the rats. Was that the answer to your favorite meme or your least favorite one? Is that even the thing? I don't even know. Is there a meme tier list? Rat cell. Yo, rat cell. Least you hate it? You hate the I was crazy once meme? What's so bad about it? I think it's fine. What's the most mid meme though? A meme that you see and you're like, oh yeah, I guess that's alright. Meme tier list. Let me check Twitter. Like if I check Twitter, like what do I see on my timeline? My monitor turned itself off, so I can't even type. Okay, alright. None pizza with lefty. Hey, do you know that the guy who made that meme was a producer or writer on Young Sheldon? If you didn't know, now you know. Issue of memes is that there's so many that it's easy to keep track of. Yeah, it's true. Right? Young Sheldon, none pizza left. That's him. That's the guy. Okay, let me check Twitter. What memes do I see on Twitter? Bunch of responses to things. Okay, any cool memes out there? Nothing. There's nothing. Something. Northern Lion clip. Something. One of the world's rarest cats no longer endangered. Sonic the Hedgehog. And Great Gatsby, Capri Sun. Audio tweet. Something about Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know. I think I dislike the smooth brain dent soy jack. I feel like a lot of soy jacks are just kind of like unpleasant. Welcome Yuko, Sonic. Yeah, soy jacks. I feel like I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of them. They're usually just like traced over something else. Not even original. The pointing one is okay. Yeah, I like the pointing one. But even then, I feel like, I don't know. Not sure. There's a lot of other emotes out there. Why did I say emotes? A lot of other memes out there that you can use. Have you ever, like, I feel like a lot of people, when they see a funny meme, they save it for use later. I've never done that. Do you all have, like, a memes folder where you save memes to post on social media? Because I feel like people do that. You should. I've never even considered doing it. Like, never in my brain have I ever seen an image and thought, like, oh, I gotta save this to post as a reaction later. I guess because I don't post, like, in general. But also, like, I don't know, I don't really... I have no interest in doing so. Also, check it out, we got shooting stars. Yo, what if airplanes in the night sky were, like, shooting stars? Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be so funny? In the sense that we would all be dead if that was true. Because, like, airplanes fly, like, kind of low relative to shooting stars. And shooting stars are pretty big. And, like, if they were, in fact, shooting stars, they would be dangerously close to the orbit of the Earth. And they would probably crash into, like, buildings and things like that. Destroy critical infrastructure. It's kind of messed up when you think about it. Anyway, memes. Sometimes I just, like, look through, like, in my images folder, and I'm like, I got nothing interesting. Like, I'm like, what if I just post something? And then I look and I got nothing to post. The only meme I have shared is the Japanese tweet where someone found a broom that looks exactly like Wakka from Final Fantasy X. I have not seen that one, but I could imagine it. Airplanes would need really good aim to be shooting stars. You're telling me that the airplanes are shooting these stars. Was this what you're implying? Aim for the stars. If you miss, you'll be among us. Shoot for the moon, that's what it is. Shoot for the moon. That's a classic phrase that people say. Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you'll be among the stars. But it's like, the stars are really far away. So, like, if you were really shooting for the moon, and you missed, and you somehow, like, got to the stars, I feel like if you did hit the moon, you probably would have gone at, like, such a high velocity that you would have destroyed the moon. Because, like, the moon, relative to stars, is, like, really close to Earth. Did you ever think about this? This is like a actually moment. Actually, when you say that if you aim for the moon and you'll be among the stars are actually really far away, and I feel like if you were to hit the moon at such a speed that you would cause serious damage to the moon, and, like, you know, the gravitational effects would be messed up. You think about it, if you destroy the moon like that, the tides would no longer work the same way, ecosystems would be destroyed. So I would say do not aim for the moon. Do not even aim for the moon. That's how it is. I have a bunch of 2013 to 2016 memes saved, so many of these are things I wouldn't dare to post. Are they racist memes? Or are they... I'm gonna assume they're not racist, they're just, like, so cringe and old. But, like, what if they were so offensive? My bones would simply be crushed by the extreme G-force. The moon? Shoot for the moon. Welcome Hongtown. In fact, there's only about one star the moon isn't larger than, and it's still reasonably larger. Yeah, what's the deal with the moon? There's cringe animemes, but some of them are definitely offensive. Whoa, what the? Shoot for the moon, but don't really, because once you leave the Earth's atmosphere, your lungs should be pulverized. Well, like, I didn't assume that shoot for the moon means that you would be, like, in. You would be the one being shot at the moon. I thought they were shooting something like a gun, like, at the moon or, like, an arrow or something. Did you all interpret that to mean, like, to shoot yourself, like, from a cannon, like, at the moon? Because I didn't get that at all. Is that what the phrase means? That you would be in space? I guess that would make sense. Like you would be among the stars, rather than the thing that you shot, which is not yourself. Yeah, okay, I guess you're right. Because like otherwise it wouldn't make sense, right? Because then you wouldn't be among us. You would be still on Earth. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, then why would you shoot yourself at the moon? Welcome, props on Jack. Because like. You would die. Why even? And then like if you did hit the moon, like then what? Then now you're on the moon. And like why do you want to be on the moon? Yeah, Among Us. I'm just built different. Are you though? Is this true? Yeah, Among Us. There's like a lot of phrases where they say among. And I always think of Among Us. It's like fly me to the moon. That's, you know, every time he says fly me to the moon and let me play Among Us, I always think about Among Us. Shoot for the moon and you'll be among us. You'll be, you know, among the wolf among us. You go to the moon for the clout? Oh, I see. Did you hear about the moon guy? Oh, the guy from The Legend of Zelda? Or the guy that hates the moon? The guy who's like, destroy the moon should not exist. What's up with that? What's the deal? Would Frank Sinatra have been good at Among Us? I don't think he would. I don't think he would understand the concept of video games. How many Zelda moon people are there? Aren't there like 3 guys carrying the moon? And then there's like the moon itself. Let's see, actually maybe I was past offensive memes by the point I started saving. I don't know. In a vacuum, Among Us is a really sick sounding name for a game, but the internet ruined it big time. Is it not sick sounding though? When you see Among Us, you don't think like that's sick, man. That game, that's a sick name right there. Among. What about outside a vacuum? In a vacuum? How did they get Among Us in the vacuum? Why would they? How much dirt is in that vacuum betwixt us? Betwixt the stars. What if instead of fly me to the moon, it was fry? You don't know. Just disregard it. He's just out here saying words, man. I'm gonna hydrate. Thank you for the money. It's hydration time. Yeah, the message effect. That's what it's called. Thank you for the message effect. I'm gonna hydrate now. Alright, I've hydrated. I was thinking about it recently and thought the name sounded cool. Among Us. There's at least the moon guy, the accomplice to the moon guy, 5 moon people, 4 moon lifters. The moon himself being a guy. Watch me at the moon, eat me at the moon, bonk noise, fly me to the moon. I was gonna say that actually. Yeah, what if I fly me 3 the moon? About 3 the moon up to infinity the moon. Lunarians. What about fly me to the sun? What about the sun, huh? It's all about the moon. I don't know. Bury me. The animals are leaving. What does she mean by that? When she said the animals are leaving, where are they going? Is she saying that they're dying? Is it that they're going extinct? Is that what she meant? And then they got married. And then she got buried. Why would they bury her? I don't know. The animals are graduating. Good for them. They're out there doing things. They'll come back. +2, what did I say? +2? Animals are leaving? Imagine leaving though. Imagine being an animal that leaves. You ever seen an animal? What was the most recent animal that you've seen? Besides this virtual fish? Besides a human? When I think about animals that I've seen recently that aren't humans or fish, probably a rat. Probably on the subway. It's like, oh no, I saw a dog. I saw a dog. A dog on the subway. That's an animal that I've seen. Fly me to the moon, let me 3 among the stars. Let me see what the 4 is like on Jupiter or Mars. What about Mars? Animal, a bug, a cat, a squirrel, guinea pig, humans or fish. Oh, I get it, cause like or like the or I get it. That's a number right there. Call for karaoke when? How did this come up? Never. Imagine karaoke. Oh, is it because I said fly me to the moon in Among Us? Because that is in fact the song. Karaoke fun. I'm sure it is. It was fun. I remember it being fun. There was actually one time when I went to karaoke and so the Aikatsu community that I was on, they had a Discord. This was all Japanese users, by the way. They were all in Japan. They didn't really speak English that well. But they had a channel on the Discord where, like, if you were going karaoke, like at a karaoke place, they would just stream themselves singing in that channel, and you could tune in. Like, one time I went to karaoke, and then, like, I was like, you know what? Let's just stream this to, like, the Discord. And then they were all, it was like 5 a.m. for them. I'm like, why are they awake? I don't know. But I was there. And they're like, what the? They know all these Japanese songs? What the? It's crazy. Haven't heard this song in years. Oh, this song? I know this song. That's cool. Went to karaoke sesh for a friend's graduation last Monday. Sang Rickroll. I think that's kind of cringe. It's like in some ways slightly cringe. Like you think the people that were listening to that, they're like, oh, I sure am glad Rickrolls on him. I can't believe this. How did they react? Were they like, oh, you got us? Cringe is base. It is kind of fun though. I'm sure they had a good time. Known karaoke singer Wolfie refuses to share his singing voice with stream audience. Exactly. You're missing out on all the top hits, such as all the Aikatsu songs. It will happen one day. Will it though? It is visible in the queue for an hour. They were not even surprised then. Wolfie, were you part of the team that brought Mizuki Hitoshi to the US? I don't know who that is, so probably not. But what if I said I was? What if I just said yes? And you're like, whoa, what? He did this? Yuko said, I did karaoke for the first time in what felt like years with friends in Arizona. Last weekend went 4 hours, so wanted to do more. Yeah, like 4 hours is not enough. It's gotta be like 7 hours, right? Remember those 7-hour karaoke's? Those were good. Love to sing, but can't read the lyrics on screen on time. You could like look up the lyrics on your phone if you want. It's totally fine. But yeah, you know, it's fun. Yeah, at least 7. It's gotta be 7. Because, you know, the karaoke place that we used to go to, you would pay $14 for like per person to sing from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. So pretty much amounted to 2 hours to $2 per hour for the full 7 hours. It's a pretty good deal. I don't know if they still do that, but that was in fact the thing that they had, and it was good. Stream, yeah, you could be streaming, you could be karaokeing literally right now. Instead of watching this stream, you could be singing and recording it for content. Food and or drink helps a lot. I feel like every time I went to karaoke though, we just drank water. We never really ordered the food there. That's just how it is. Also, I remember I used to like, you know how like people at work go to karaoke sometimes after work? It's like some people are like, oh, you like karaoke, right? And it's like, yeah. It's like, oh no, but you like sober karaoke. That's so different. Apparently there's people, they can't do karaoke unless they're really drunk. And that's the expectation. Like, that's so weird. You do sober karaoke. You do karaoke in the daytime and you're not even drinking. Wow, that's messed up, man. That's crazy. I would never do that. That's just how that's what life is like. Society, they're just out there drinking and singing. Someone told me the place changed, but I'm not sure if to believe. I guess they would state it on their website, right? Karaoke Duet 53. Doc's location of karaoke place. We already know. Everyone already knows, man. In Manhattan. If I was singing, I'd be waking up everyone in this small house. It'd cause a fuss. It would be content, though. It would so be content. As always said, I can't drink, so sober karaoke is my only option. Sober karaoke and sleep-deprived karaoke. I think sober karaoke is great. Because you're there for the music, not for the alcohol. Karaoke culture is different in the US because it's usually open mic. I guess it depends on the place, yeah. But yeah, usually when people talk about like karaoke, they like go to like a karaoke bar, and it's just like one big room, and like everyone's like drinking and like watching. Like even people that aren't in your group, it's like you don't have like a private room. It's just everyone in the bar. They just see you sing. It's hard for me to get drunk enough that my karaoke changes significantly. I don't know. It's more that like, I don't know, I feel like some people, they care too much. They're like, oh, but like, I'm not good at this song. I can't sing this song. I'm not even that good at singing. It's like, no one cares. They're not there to listen to good singing. Some people, they're just like, ah, oh, man, like, why would I sing this song? I'm not good. I haven't practiced. Oh, man, I want to practice for this song. It's just like, just sing the song. It doesn't matter that you're bad. That's the point. It's better if you're bad. The open mic karaoke creates the highest diamond tier kino. But singing is just nice everywhere. Yeah, so true. Just do it. Just be out there. Actually, there was like one time, I don't even remember who this was, but it's like one time I went to karaoke and it's like one of those like big groups of people, right? It's like, you know, someone who's karaokeing and they're like, oh, let's just invite a bunch of people. I was like, I don't even know who they were, but like there's one person who showed up and they spent the whole time on their phone. I don't mean just like browsing the web, but it's like whenever they sang, they would like record themselves and like, you know, I don't know if they were streaming it or like just posting on social media like immediately. But it kind of felt like they didn't care about the people in the room, but they were just caring about like posting the fact that they were doing this to other people on social media. And I did not enjoy that. You know, every time they sang, record themselves, they would post it. And then, you know, someone else, they would just tweet the whole time, like, oh, I can't believe I sang this song. Whoa, someone else sang this song. I was there, I sang this song. And then afterwards, they would just record themselves walking out. I don't know. They were not focused in the moment. Think about the people that are there with you. You don't need to be posting everything to social media immediately. I don't know. It kind of bothered me. But anyway, I don't even know who that person was. I never saw them ever again. It's like a friend of a friend of a friend or something. Karaoke at cons can be fun though. I did a 24-hour Cinderella while cosplaying as Majima. The audience was full of Yakuza fans. At conventions, everyone knows the weeb songs. The best karaoke singers are those that refuse to sing. Handful 3 pensive con karaoke. I can enjoy the open mic too, but it's nice to do it the closed room just so you can get more songs through. Yeah, it's like also like everyone wants to sing their own song, you know. I think that's cool. And then when someone else knows this song, you're like, whoa, someone else knows this song? I thought this song was so obscure. That was cool. Zoe said, I did Bang Dream's Return to bait out another person in the room. Started posting more on socials recently. Whenever I see something worth mentioning, I just open Twitter. I don't do that. What would I even post on social media? Nothing. That's the stress thing, so you attract other fans in the fandom. Actually, this is what happened one time. Long time ago, I was friends with a person who ended up at some point becoming a cosplay photographer or something. And like he knew a lot of people. And it was just like he invited me to karaoke and I was like, okay, sure. This is like a group of like Love Live cosplayers. And I at the time was really into like Aikatsu. And then I was like, yo, what if I sing Aikatsu at the Love Live karaoke? And then I did, and then like one person there was like also a huge Aikatsu fan. I was like, yo, wait a second. Other people here actually care about this series? And that was cool. That was a good time. Great time. Yo, look at that. Yeah, they were there. Anyway, good times. And then we karaoke'd for many, many times after that. There's literally dozens of Aikatsu fans. And then, you know, like, they were in the idol community on the East Coast. And they knew many other idol fans. It was good times. Orfish says, the other day I was riding light rail. Some guy was talking into his phone constantly, even when going through the tunnel. I don't know if he was really connected to someone or mentally ill. That happens too. I think I was like walking to work the other day, and someone who was walking in front of me just like was talking. And then like when I looked at him, he didn't have any like, he wasn't holding a phone. He wasn't like wearing a headset or anything. Like I didn't see AirPods in his ears. Like, was he just talking to himself? I don't know. Like sometimes you never know. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it was some really small thing that I didn't see. Didn't even know. Hamflo said, I thought Bohemian Rhapsody was so obscure. That's the song where he says Mamma Mia, right? Like Mario. He says that. You can get other people to sing, to learn the songs. I say I just don't like attention. I just don't like attention. I'd say I'm good at singing, but don't want to get that applause or cheering. That happened recently. It felt weird for the rest of the day. I don't get it. Well, I mean, what do you expect people to do, though? Actually, when I go to karaoke, no one applauds or cheers. It's just like, yo, okay, it's time for me to sing. I don't know. Well, you gotta accept it, though, sometimes. Does New York City have booth karaoke? It sure does. That's the place that I was talking about. The place where, like, you pay $14 for 7 hours in a karaoke room. It was good. In Idol fan groups, you might get calls, though. Yeah, that's where I learned calls. That's where I learned the meta. That's just how it is. That's where I learned what tigering was, and also the fact that people, it's actually considered kind of rude. You know, one of the funniest things is that Pomu Rainpuff gaslit everyone into thinking that doing the tiger is like a accepted thing in communities. It's not. It's actually like considered rude. But it's funny because like everyone else, like a lot of people didn't know, and they're just like, oh, this is just what it's like. Everyone's just saying, you know, tigers and all that. It's not really a thing. Anyway, that's cool. It's the school final for singing. I've taken to applauding recently, but I think I've done more at con karaoke in the past few years. Clapping at songs. Happens sometimes. Rise of the Tiger. It's good times. Good times. Good old times. That tiger. Yeah, when you say yeah tiger really loud. When you do the tiger and all the other words that rhyme with tiger. Cyber, fire, diver, Jaja, the Torah, he, all that other stuff. Yeah, Tiger Woods. I remember, yeah, Liger, lion, tiger. Remember learning online that this is a no-go? Yeah, people are out there thinking that this is just what people do at idol shows. And when Pomu was teaching everyone about like calls, she did not mention yakai at all. It's called yakai, right? It's like when you're rude, she didn't even mention that at all. So everyone thinks that's just how things are. But it's not. Isn't it banned at like Love Live concerts? If you like Tiger at a Love Live concert, you get kicked out. Something like that, right? There's things out there. It's part of the plan. I think it's normal for AKB. I don't know if it is. Actually, no, yeah, maybe. They have their own, like, AKB specific calls. What does tiger mean as a verb? It is to just yell, yeah, tiger. Yeah, tiger. There's like a chant that goes with it. You could look it up. Tigering. Idol culture. That's just how it is. I remember when people did that at the last Pomu concert, it was insane. The last Pomu concert. Was there a Pomu concert? Oh, like one of those at the conventions, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was banned for Love Live ones. Glad I had earplugs. Where are you at? Oh, I guess it was on, in California, right? You were there physically in person? That's cool. Good old Pomu Rainpuff. You ever wonder what Pomu's doing out there in space? In her graduation stream, she went to space. You think she's out there in space still? Something, if you tiger during the quiet parts in Love Live, people will slander you. It's true. Niji Block Party 2024 at Pomona Fairplex. Sure, she died in the... No, she would never die. You think Pomu would ever die? I don't think so. She's among... Yeah, she's literally among the stars. I think she's short, so she'll survive space. Is it more likely for short people to survive space? Why is that? Is it because there's less, I don't know. No, not really. Compression? Is that not a thing? She died, guys? See, she's not dead. Pomu would never die, okay? She's out there in space, just living her life, spreading Pomufication to the aliens. It's just how it is. She would never die. Could have died and become a ghost. No, that's impossible. This literally would never happen. You really think that a fairy would become a ghost? That's ridiculous. Impossible. Anyway. Yeah? No, it's impossible. Fairy becomes dust. Fairy dust. In other weeb related things, I saw old art books at 50% off at the local weeb store. The weeb store. Why are there only human ghosts? No, there's other ghosts. Dog ghosts, cat ghosts. Remember that one Itch.io game we played? That I played? It's like a dog is a ghost, and then you have to, like, the dog ghost talks to the family of the dog. Rat ghost. Do you think there are, like, insect ghosts? Like, you think all the ants that have ever died in the history of the earth are just out there as ghosts? Wouldn't that be scary? Like, what if you resurrect, or like you die and you're like, oh, now I'm a ghost, but then like literally you're surrounded by like all the bugs that have ever died, every single like fly, every single like beetle, all the wasps that are dead. That would suck. Art books seem fun. It would be much more fun if I could actually be at a point where I could confidently copy old styles. Well, what if you did that? What if every bacterium that died also became a ghost? Yeah, what if it's just like everything's just out there? And like, what do you think happens to the ghost, you know? Like, do you think every ghost, like every human that has ever died, ever, that their ghost is still around? Like, wouldn't there be, like, at some point that ghost would have to, like, die also? Otherwise, there's, like, too much overcrowding. I don't know. Every time you feel something crawling on you, but you check and there's nothing there, it's the bug ghost. Get pushed out on all the plant ghosts. Yeah, the plants, the trees. Think of all the trees that have died. You think those trees are ghosts now? You think the ocean is just full of, like, fish ghosts? Whale ghosts out there? It's like that one meme where it's like, welcome to heaven. To get in, you must apologize to everyone you killed, video games included. Is it like that one meme, though? I don't even know that meme. You can fit all of living humanity into a cube the size of NYC. Yeah, Hamflo talked about this on his stream. I know, I was there, and by there I mean I was in the cube. The humanity cube, everyone was just there, they were just chilling. Meat cube, yo, Super Meat Boy reference? What about the, Ghost Cube? Cube Humanity? A risk of rain, I don't understand the reference. Ghost Cube? Anyway. Good times. Good times out there. Anyway, have I eaten a watermelon? I sure have. Actually, the other week, I ate a watermelon where the inside was yellow. Have you ever had that? It tastes like the same as a red inside watermelon, but it was like yellow for some reason. It was pretty good. I mean, it's like the same, but like yellow. Are ghosts compressible? Might be able to squeeze them down a smaller tube. I have no idea. Yellow watermelon. What's the deal with yellow watermelon anyway? What if I look it up? Yellow watermelon. What is a yellow watermelon? Yeah, they look like this. Why is this a thing? What makes them yellow? Don't you dare autoplay a video. You know what? I'm gonna leave this website. If you're gonna autoplay a video, I'm just not gonna browse. That watermelon had pus instead of blood? No. Different texture? Yeah, I guess the texture was a bit different. Imagining TF2 sniper. Oh, that guy. That guy sure is Australian. Yellow watermelon. It kind of looks like pineapple. You know, like you see like a yellow fruit. You're like, this is it's kind of like a pineapple, but it's not. It's a watermelon. And that's crazy. A more honey-like taste? Oh, is that why? Wait, what even is this? Why even are they yellow? What is yellow watermelon? There's nothing. There's no information here. Do you see how messed up this is? I went on this website. The banner at the top takes up like this much space. You got the cookie banner at the bottom. The real content is like literally like this. Just like this is all it is. This whole page is just this. The yellow flesh of a yellow watermelon. Do you guys think it's weird to call it a flesh? I mean, like, that is what it is, I guess, but like, it just, I don't know, seems like a weird term. The flesh of the fruit. You know, pineapples don't get more ripe after picking. I never even thought about it, but I guess. Watermelon varieties that do not contain lycopene will often have yellow flesh. Leaving them under counter doesn't make it more sweet, instead begins to rot. Do you ever find, does anyone buy like strawberries very often? Do you find that you have to eat the strawberries really fast or else they go moldy? Because I like the other day, I like bought strawberries. And like after like a day or two, like they start going moldy fast. Like I don't know, like within the, not 2 days, maybe like within 5 days. Never buy them for that reason. So they're full of water, they go fast. They go bad fast. Yeah, it was like a lot faster than I expected. Berries go fast. Yeah, the other day I was like in line buying strawberries. And I think the lady in front of me bought like 4 different things of like berries, and then the cashier was like, you gotta finish those really fast because they're gonna go bad like pretty much immediately. And the lady was like, yeah, this is all for today. I was like, wow, you're gonna eat all these berries today? It's crazy. But yeah, that's they go bad pretty fast. Usually have them in cold, airtight containers. Just don't let them touch each other. Make them last a week. Making jam. I don't know what she was doing with them. But yeah, it's like, it's really fast. Why does it go so fast? To eat all those strawberries. Like, what is it like selling the strawberries though? It's like, because if you don't sell the strawberries within a few days, like they go bad really fast. And also, if you don't sell them until like the day before they go bad, like the person's gonna buy them and they don't know how long they have until it goes bad. Like, do they do things in the supermarket or the store to make them not go bad as fast? Like, is it like the temperature is more controlled? I don't know. Like, what goes into the business of selling fruit? Because, like, I'm sure a lot of fruit just ends up being discarded because, like, it goes bad. Yeah, just get tossed. Some old meme on Twitter earlier. I don't even know. I had strawberries ferment in the back of my fridge once that were super sweet and fizzy somehow. Liked them, but not sure if they were good for me. Or were they moldy? Like, the strawberries that I had, they had, you know, they were visibly turning white. And, like, that can't be good. And also oranges. If you have, like, one bad orange, they don't cause all the other oranges to start getting moldy. I had that issue the other day. Apparently, it's like better to leave them in the air. What's it called? Like you don't. If there is a moldy orange, you don't put them in like a concealed space. You just have them like out in the open, and it's like better because then there's like less room for the mold to spread or something. I don't know. You can save the last one usually. Yeah, but I feel like, you know, it's kind of risky sometimes. You're like, it seems fine, but like, what if you eat it and then then you go sick? You're like, I just ate a bunch of mold. I guess you would see it. Then you would be like, oh, it looks moldy, I'm not gonna eat it. Like, what if it's just like a small amount of mold? You're like, oh, surely this is fine. They off gas something that triggers ripening, so if it's enclosed, the gas builds up, they all start going. That's like what they say, like a bad apple spoils the bunch. And then this is where you're like, yo, bad apple, that's Toho. Toho reference, bad apple, yo, let's go. That's how it is. He said bad apple. That's just like the song known as Bad Apple. Ethylene gas makes some fruit ripe. I see. Pineapple is an exception. It's wild though. Like fruit, selling fruit in the industry. I must feel so bad, you know? If you don't sell enough fruit, you gotta throw so much of it out. It's like a wasted potential. Bad apple. Bad apple, isn't that just the iPhone? Haha. Just kidding, I actually enjoy the iPhone. But for the purposes of the joke. Haha, what a bad apple. That's like the iPod. That's like the iPod, haha. The iPhone, the iPad, Apple, Apple bad, Apple. I don't know where I'm going with this. Fruit? What was the last fruit you all ate? What is your opinion on pears? Northernlion was talking about this today. He hates pears. He's like, oh, pears, they're like pretty low quality. Give me an apple any day. I'm like the opposite. I don't like apples. You also hate pears? Okay, but like Asian pears are good. I didn't know that Asian pears are apparently really expensive. Azoli hates Asian pears? What the frick? Asian pears are so good. I don't like the texture, I like the crunch of an apple. But like, have you had an Asian pear though? The crunch of an Asian pear is really good. They're boring. Zoli, maybe you're boring. Never think about that. Pears, how dare you insult Asian pears? I understand not liking like regular pears. What is it? What even is it called? Regular pears? Non-Asian pears? I don't know. Those pears are just fine. They're fine. Asian pears are good. Welcome Nanodan. You gotta try it. It's so good. It's so crisp. It's like an apple if it was good. You know? It's got the crunch of an apple, but the taste is better. Pears are grittier than apples. Talking about this 2 years ago. Do I have it in my notes? This is probably before I started taking notes. What if I search for, hold on. If I search for pear, do I have any discussion notes on pear? Let's see, pear. I don't see anything. I have nothing in my notes about pears. Post Logseek era? I don't remember this. Is it around 5.5? 5.4. How do you know this specific date though? Did you take notes on this? Pear. I don't see anything about pears in my notes. Talk about the roundness of it? I don't even remember this. Discords. Oh, was it discussed on Discord? He said the word wrong. Nothing ever happens in the Discord though. I'm surprised that there was discussion about pears on the Discord. Anyway, pears are pretty good. I do enjoy them. Strawberries are great though. It was my post because I was talking about it on your stream. I don't even remember this discussion. I don't even know. Why is my hand... Do you see this? My hand was like going like this, but like it was literally just right here the whole time. I keep forgetting it's not emote only anymore. Oh, the Discord? I mean, nothing really happens in there. Sometimes someone will post a rat video. Sometimes on Tuesdays and Wednesdays or Thursdays, people post Wolf is Lost, etc. That's pretty much all it is. The Discord. The Wolf Cord. Sometimes people join and then like spam. They start DMing everyone. I'm an artist looking for commissions. Are you interested in commissions? Hey, or can you interested in paying for... I don't know. I don't even know what they do. It's never happened. To me. They never DM me. Maybe it's because they see that I'm the admin. And they're like, if I DM the admin, I'm gonna get banned. So instead, I'm gonna DM everyone else. Commission this Choco J Pants Grab. By the looks of it, I called Slime Molder on not buying the right kind of pear. Yeah, Parodies got him. Choco J Pants Grab got him destroyed. Destroyed. With facts and logic. Anyway, pears are good. Strawberries are good. Oranges are good. What else is good? Not really a fan of apples. Just something about apples. I don't enjoy them. It's like they go bad. They don't go bad, but like they oxidize really fast. And I don't even enjoy the taste or the texture. You have opposite fruit taste. What is your favorite fruit? Talking about how pears and apples taste similar and I wasn't agreeing. He's not having any of this. I could not believe. All fruit good, red grape. I'm also not really a fan of grapes. Apples, grapes, not my top tier. All fruit? Oh yeah, name all fruit, huh? Name every fruit that's good. They can't all be good. White grape. Why are they called white grapes though? When they are green. They're not actually, and also red grapes aren't even red, they're purple. What about banana? I'm not really a fan of banana. I know that Hamflo loves banana, that's like his favorite fruit. But like, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit too, I don't know what the word is. What's a descriptor of banana? It's like the texture. The taste. The flesh is white. Some red grapes are kind of red. Grapes are named for their juice. Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. It's like how salmon, the color salmon is named after like the inside of the salmon. Or I guess grapes are named after the insides of the grape. Have I considered that red cabbage and blue cabbage? I've never. What the heck is blue cabbage? It's a blue cabbage. I've never seen blue cabbage. What is blue cabbage? Also, when I search blue cabbage, I get a red cabbage. Why is it called blue cabbage? Blue cabbage is what half of Germany calls red cabbage? Okay, well that's a German thing then, because we don't call it that. I guess, okay, yeah, everything here is like German. I looked this up and it's like, oh, look at that. Blaukraut? The red, German or red cabbage? I think that's kind of messed up. Yeah, it's Orpel. Why is it Orpel? When I tried German tongue twister, not really. But, I don't know. You're probably gonna post it anyway. German tongue twister. Isn't that just any German sentence? I'm kidding. It's just because I don't know German. Blaukraut. I don't know how to pronounce these though. Bliebt und Brautkleid. Blautkleid. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what he meant by this. Blaukraut. What does kraut mean? It's like in sauerkraut. Is there other types of kraut? I guess kraut is just like cabbage, right? I guess that makes sense, yeah. If it's like sauerkraut. Yeah, it's cabbage. I guess, yeah. If you think about it, it makes sense. Because it's like sour cabbage. Sauerkraut. Oh, that's what it is. Sauerkraut. Technically, we use it for all sorts of green, even like broccoli. Even lettuce. I guess lettuce is kind of like cabbage. In 1944, it was a racial slur. Kraut. During the wartime era. That was perhaps a thing. Ja, meine Nacktfotos im Profil. Ja. Can be used for herb. Herb. Does anyone pronounce herb with the herb? Herb? Any herbs out there? Herbert. Dangle cabbages. English people pronounce it with H? Why would they do that? It's their language. Why would they say it like that? Herb? But I guess it does make sense though. When you think about it, isn't it weird that like we don't pronounce it with the H? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna play Connections now. It is about that time that we end the stream, so I have to get in a round of Connections out here. If you care about Connection spoilers, do not even look. It's gotta be hook, line, sinker. Is there another thing in this? Rod? It's not that. What did they say? Hook, line, sinker? Bug? Strike? Sink? Nail? Fly? Mirror? Bolt? Is it strike? Hook, line, sinker. Fly? Oh, fly. Fishing. Oh, that's a fish. I'm literally fishing right now. Okay, and then washer, dryer, sink. Things you would find in a bathroom. Mirror. No, one away. Washer, dryer, sink, mirror. I don't know. What's one away? Okay, what about nail, screw, nut, and a bolt. What? This is not even a thing. How could this not even be a thing? Washer? Wait, a washer is a type of, hold on. Washer, bolt, nuts. Oh, these are, yeah, these. No, I didn't get it. I failed. I could not even, I don't even want to see what this is. Can I get, like, another try? I don't like that they don't let you, Can I redo this? Connections? Don't show me the answer. I want to just, like... Oh, okay, never mind. They just show it. You can't even do it. Alright, bits of hardware. They got me. Hair salon fixtures? Oh, it's mirror, sink, dryer. It's not washer, it's chair. Lightning bolt, lightning bug, lightning rod, lightning strike. That's kind of messed up, man. It's hecked up. These connections that they're making. Could not even believe. Anyway, let us, I guess, end the stream. Probably. No, let's do guess the game. We still have several minutes. Game duel. Guess the game. What could this game even be? This is the, E.T. for the Atari, E.T. the extraterrestrial. No, is this not the E.T. Hold on. E.T. What was the original E.T. game called? Is it not the E.T. game? Pitfall. Oh, it's Pitfall. Is it not E.T.? Is this not what the... No, yeah, this is Pitfall, yeah. Why was I thinking E.T.? E.T. Atari. Did it not look like this? Oh, it didn't look like this. Wait, what was I thinking of? I guess I was just thinking of Pitfall. Okay, I don't know. Okay, and then Game Duel. Game Duel Classic. This is obviously Super Mario. I don't know what this is. This is obviously... It's not Pac-Man, right? What is this? Haven't heard anyone call German Kraut in a derogatory way, but the history of the term is what it is. I just don't know. What is this, dude? Is this Pac-Man? This is not Pac-Man, right? What could this be? Just 3 ghosts. Is this the California Raisins? Is this Miss Pac-Man? Pac-Man... Oh, it is. I was like, oh, this ghost gotta be Pac-Man. It was, in fact, Pac-Man. Game Duel artwork. Coming soon to the Super NES. Is this Metroid? Original? Is this, Metroid 2? Metroid... Super Metroid. It was in fact Super Metroid. Okay, Game Duel keyword. It's a Mario. It's gotta be Mario. Casual Towers Bridges. It's gotta be It's gotta be that one game where you deliver packages. Death Stranding. No. Gravity physics puzzles. It's gotta be towers and bridges. It's gotta be Polybridge. Polybridge, that is in fact a game where you build bridges. Abstract building overworld. Overworld? What about underworld? What about puzzles? Puzzles, abstract building over bridge constructor. Bridge. There's nothing there. Building. What if this was Pal World? It's probably not Pal World, but we get a guess in here. Corporation construction. I don't know. Indie puzzle simulator game. World. Oh, World of Goo. That was like one of the first games ever. The first indie games to ever release on Steam, World of Goo. I have that game. I've never played it. Anyway, it's time to end the stream. What day is it? American Eagle Day. Ugliest Dog Day. Wow, this isn't. This looks like a rat. Summer solstice? Oh, it's officially summer now. Bunch of days today. National Hike with a Geek Day. Ice Cream Soda Day. Vanilla Milkshake Day. Yard Games Day. Productivity Day. Tapas Day. Bunch of people's birthdays. Wasn't World of Goo supposed to get a sequel? I have no idea. Okay, what raid message is good? Ice cream soda? National Milkshake Day? Maybe that one. Let's do National Vanilla Milkshake Day right now. And then let's see who's streaming. Twitch.tv. Look at the Elden Ring. Jerma's playing Elden Ring. Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Minecraft, Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Magic the Gathering, Elder Scrolls. That's not Elden Ring. That's Elder Scrolls. Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Everyone's Elden and ringing. What about Margot? We tried to raid Margot yesterday, but she was on a BRB screen. But now she's not on a BRB screen, so let's raid Margot. I thought German retired. He's soft retired. He streams sometimes. Anyway, it is Margot birthday donathon day 2. Retired from retiring. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow. Whoa, can you believe that? 4 days of Wolfie streams in a row. We got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's crazy. That never happens. I'll be back tomorrow with some of that game that I play on Friday. You know, Stitch, and also Picross. And then Saturday we got various games. Which games? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Stitch? No, that's different. Itch.io. Welcome Paint 2D and goodbye. Stitch.io. Stitch, that's the guy. That's the alien from Lilo and Stitch. That's right. Anyway, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna wait for that raid to go. Good times, everyone. Raid's going. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.